Who am I? A question we all tend to ask ourselves once in a while, and it's usually instigated by the demand of, please introduce yourself, or tell us a little something about yourself. Hi, I'm so-on, I'm this age, and I'm from this place. It's always been a little difficult for me to answer that. I mean, I know my name, and I know my age, but it's hard to say where I'm from if I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I was 13 when I was at this cultural exchange between schools across Southeast Asia, and I met this girl there. I don't remember her name, but I do remember her nationalities because she proudly said, "I'm Venezuelan and Australian." And I don't know why, but I started to feel competitive about it because as soon as she asked, "Oh, what about you?" I just jumped to the occasion and blurted out, "I'm Dominican and Belgian." As if that was somehow better than her combination. I don't know why I wanted to upstage her so badly. If anything, my life has been telling me that it kind of sometimes sucks being a third culture kid. There's so much that you end up sacrificing for this life. Stability, family, languages, a sense of belonging. You lose what makes home, home. Home wasn't Belgium because, well, I've never lived there. The first 3 years of my life were in the DR. I can speak Spanish. Ish. When I go there, I tend to get asked if I'm an exchange student, because I don't sound local. I sound like a foreigner. And Asia is out of the question because I haven't lived in any country long enough to fully learn the culture and language. And then it suddenly hit me. This issue doesn't begin with that Australia's Alana girl. It goes way back to when I was like 5. I was convinced I was from Brazil. And that was because 1, I lived there. 2, I probably couldn't pronounce the words Dominican Republic. And 3, I could speak Portuguese fluently, with a native accent. But do you know what's just great and stress-free? Traveling. I love seeing new places and meeting family in different countries, especially when your parents are divorced and living on 2 separate ends of the world, and your siblings live in a different continent, and your extended family live in at least 6 different places, and everybody wants to see you, and you've probably only been in the UK for maybe about a year, and you finally muster up the courage to say, "Actually, I don't want to travel this break." Yeah, it gets messy. And that's because you have one of your parents saying, "Oh, you should come and spend time with me because I happen to be closer, therefore it's cheaper." Or you've got someone in your extended family saying, "Oh, sweetie, it's been 3 years since we've last seen each other, so you should come and spend time with us." Or there's your grandmother saying, "Ay, mi nieta linda, tú nunca me llamas and I want you to visitarme si Dios quiere." Yeah. They think that this is a perfect opportunity to create a competition to win me. And I usually end up going with the person who guilt trips me the most. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying that being international is a complete shit show. Trust me, I find joy in saying, "I'm Dominican and Belgian," or Dominelgian, if you will. Do I get to travel? Hell yes. Do I sound exotic? Absolutely, it's my selling point, it's the conversation starter. I've lived in 6 different countries and visited 26 before turning 21. And I've celebrated countless holidays for different religions and philosophies, which gave me a different outlook on life, as well as more days off from school. And I want to learn more languages apart from my native too. And I've made a network of friends that I can rely on, wherever I may be in the world. Like, seeing my childhood friends after 10 years as if we never left. And I'm also aware of how big a privilege this is, so I appreciate all of these things even more. Maybe maybe there isn't a single place which I can call home. But to answer the questions that never leave our mind, who am I? What makes me, me? When I look at the world, I see, hear, taste, smell, and feel experience. And that experience can one day lead to a tradition, which I can call my own. Or it can lead to someone, somewhere, where I can make family and new connections. And that who am I turns into who can I be from my experience, from having been a foreigner and will probably stay as a foreigner for the rest of my life. If that is how I need to answer those questions when I introduce myself, or to answer those 3 words, if that is home, to not belong to anyone, anything, or any place, then I'm happy right where I am.